Hi there, Stephers here. Today was one heck of a gorgeous day. It was not quite as warm as last weekend, but I'm just happy to feel some sunshine. I wanted to make some soaps today, but I couldn't find my respirator, so I'm gonna start my garden project instead. I thought it was a good time as any to get some seeds started. I've heard that you can begin your seeds as early as 6 weeks before the last frost. Here in Colorado, that's usually the end of May. So perhaps this is a little premature, but what the heck. I bought a seed starting kit at True Value. It's kind of like a miniature greenhouse. Last year, I just waited until June and planted some seeds. I didn't do any seed starting, and I had a fantastic garden. So I don't think it's necessary to start seeds early. But tomatoes I did have a problem with. I know tomatoes just don't have long enough of a season here, so I figured I would start those now. I'm going to sew up some hanging containers and hang the tomatoes upside down. But I'll show you all that in a different video blog entry. Let's just get started for now on some peppers and tomatoes, and we'll go from there. Last year was the first year I had a garden. It was a real learning lesson for me, and I don't have a whole lot of experience, a whole lot more experience this year. My thumb isn't quite green enough to be anybody's mentor or teacher, but maybe you can learn a few things from me. One thing to keep in mind is that growing your food is, in my opinion, it's just part of your makeup as a human being. It's kind of instinctual, I think. I don't care if you think your thumb is black and you've killed a million houseplants. It's just no excuse. It's really just second nature for most of us, like parenting almost. Nurturing and loving your child. If you're a parent, ever want to be one or were one at some point, chances are great that you can grow a healthy garden. Seeds are easy. They're like children. They want to grow. They need the basics, even less than a child needs. They just want water, food, sunshine, a little love, and they will grow and thrive just with those very simple things. Gardening is starting to become the way to go these days. Why pay grocery store prices? The quality of food is lacking. Who knows what chemicals have been sprayed? There are all these problems with food illnesses. The prices are unbelievable, especially for organic or certified organic foods. It's really no surprise that the cost of seeds has gone up with the cost of food. There's just more of a demand for them. People are starting to want to grow their own food again. That's so awesome. Now, I like growing my food for several reasons. I hate grocery stores, and I love the idea of being self-sufficient. Another reason, I love getting in the dirt. And lastly, I just cannot explain the feeling I get when I bite into my own corn, or when I bake a loaf of zucchini and my kids gobble it up right before my eyes. That makes me feel good. And the reasons and benefits far outweigh the little bit of work that goes into having and maintaining your garden. If you just try it, I promise you will love it, and you'll want a bigger garden next year. But if you're going to grow a garden, why not also save the seeds from that garden? With the cost of seeds going up, like the cost of food, why not just save the seeds and avoid ever buying produce or seeds again? Great idea, isn't it? Well, there's a few things you should know about seeds before you can seed save. You need to first understand the different kinds of seeds. There are three different kinds of seeds. There's hybrid seeds, heirloom seeds, and GMO seeds, which stands for genetically modified organisms. We'll start with hybrid seeds. Hybrid seeds are often used commercially, and also in just some people. Last year I grew my garden with hybrid seeds. They have a better yield, uniformity, color. They have a great disease resistance compared to heirloom. But there is the cons of hybrid seeds, of course. They can't be saved because the seeds from the first generation are basically infertile, or maybe not infertile, but they just don't reliably produce reproductions of the original plant. They're kind of a mutated, undesirable result. Heirloom seeds, however, are open-pollinated, meaning they are true to type. Some people choose heirloom seeds because of an interest in history, but moreover, it's for organic gardening. Some gardeners just love the flavor of plants produced from heirloom seeds, but they are just ideal for seed saving. You'll get the most true to type. Basically, with the heirloom seeds, you're just gonna get you're gonna know what you're gonna get. Basically, you're gonna get the most true to type plant the subsequent year. And then there's the GMO seeds, genetically modified organisms. Basically, they have been altered using DNA technology to produce novel traits, which don't normally appear naturally. This is, I don't know, kind of controversial, just as most forms of genetic testing are, I think, a little bit. To me, it's just kind of weird and a little bit scary, to be honest with you. They can be cross-pollinated from genetically altered plants from up to 13 miles. And in some cases, they can cross-pollinate with wild relatives. Basically, we don't understand all the potential ramifications of genetic mutations. So, let's just not go there. Just don't do it. Go with the hybrid seeds if you prefer, or the heirloom seeds. If you want to do seed saving this year, definitely do the heirloom seeds and find a reliable source for that.